Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, so Coach, good to see you.
Good to see you. It's been a while. It's been since high school, I think, since I've really sat with you.
Yeah, well,
It's been that long.
Another year, and I guess we're excited because we have some kind of normal behavior now in the school.
Yes.
Everybody's getting back on track.
Mm-hmm.
Still have some waves of COVID, but not like before. That's got to make it pleasant to be coaching again.
It absolutely is. Our little school, I feel like, took a big hit during COVID. We're still in the building process and, the planning stages of getting our gym together and having a plan and everything for that. And we're excited to grow. But in the meantime, we're using the recreational facilities and, the boards have been great. The recreational facilities and the people that allow us to go in there have been amazing. And we're just super thankful for that. But the year before, COVID, you only can have so many people in a gym. And so we were kind of, struggling the year before that. And so last year, they housed a lot of the animals and things like that in the Schriever gym. And so we ended up with Cooey and Miss Sandy and them at the Wellness Center for a while. And so we're just thankful that they opened their doors and kind of had us until we were able to get back to Schriever gym. And so we're back and we're excited to get back to work. This little group is super special to me. I have 10 seniors this year. So years ago, volleyball is not queen at my school. It's not the biggest sport. Softball, those girls love softball and soccer. But in the 7th grade, I took 10 girls and I kind of said, hey, listen, I know you haven't played volleyball, but we're gonna try something new. And, they don't play a lot of extra outside of the season per se, but, they're a great group of girls and I'm so excited to have seen them through. And so I'm glad that we have some normalcy for their senior year.
At a small school, and not just CCA, but any small school, you need everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to have them all, So how many basketball and softball girls can you get to slide over a little while and play some volleyball?
Our girls, we are play as much as you can. We have 498 kids, K through 12. So it's important for us to start them young, and that's taken a hit as well. So middle school did not play for the last 2 years. So Brooke Porsche, who played at H.L. Bourgeois, she's come over as a para, so she's going to start getting middle school going for us again. But it's super important that our girls play more than one sport. We try not to let them, compartmentalize, athletics at our school because we do truly need everyone.
And
sure.
it was bad. That is becoming the norm these days, where you got to specialize now.
Mm-hmm. I have a softball girl.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, how is she going to play volleyball?
Yeah. But hard. I mean, the good athletes that you see, when you ask them, I'm talking about the guys or women who have made it up to the big time. Mm-hmm. They say play everything.
Yes.
They tell them to play everything, but they always fight that coach who wants them. No, you play them just with my sport.
Yeah.
That's not good,
No, I want my girls to do as much as possible. My girls go from volleyball to soccer or basketball. Then they go from that to track and field to softball. Mm-hmm. And then in the summer, they have so many workouts they have to make in the summer. So I try to give them that beginning of June off. That's our dead time. Please go with your family. I think that's also important. We need to start looking at the whole athlete, and education wise, mental health, everything, because our girls are, they want to impress you and they want to give you everything, but it's a lot when everyone wants so much of you,
And they're so competitive. Back in the day, we used to always focus on the boys.
Yes.
And their competitive spirit, but then
Yes.
girls started excelling.
Yes.
And you could see, I still say, they're more competitive than the guys sometimes.
Yes. Well, I just remember even when I was in high school, playing with Chip, we had no AC in the gym and we would go outside to breathe, Go and run stadiums was an outing.
But Chip was such an easy coach, wasn't he?
Oh, no. You gotta love him because he's going to make you decide, you're gonna make the choice that you want to be great. And he doesn't accept much less, and he makes you reach your potential. So
do you bring some of those things? Do you find that you do things in practice sometimes that he used to do?
Oh, absolutely. We run some of the same drills. Like I said, sometimes I I get really hard on myself because volleyball was such a humongous part of my life. And, you know, I have people sometimes tell me, Ashley, like, you know, y'all don't win very much all the time. And, you know, I'm very realistic with myself, and I'm very realistic with our I don't want to say expectations. I have super high expectations, and my girls know that. However, I also respect the other things that they want to do as well. So I feel like sometimes if you do too much, you can't be great at anything. However, you know, I want my girls to know sometimes there is a little bit more to the sport than just a state championship. We're a small school. We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy this, and I think that's super important.
But I bet you've had to learn how to juggle that because you.
I have, because
you were
I'm
pretty
not wired that
doggone
way.
good too. Yeah, right.
I am not wired that way naturally, but I get my fix usually in club ball.
Yeah.
And you know, I coached the All-Star game at the Wellness Center this past winter, and that was fun. And it's just a different dynamic. So I think it's important for me to know, you know, keep the expectations high, push the schedule as much as I can. It's more intricate than it appears whenever you're a small 1A school. But they don't get coached any differently. Let's just put it that way. When it's practice time, it's practice time.